Hello, YouTube, and subscribers and friends and random people who watch a lot of internet stuff. I'm Emily Marsh, and you have stumbled onto I can't even talk, upon VEDS, which is Vlog Every Day in September, a little challenge I'm doing, and today is day 24 of that challenge. Today's topic is going to be about texting, the etiquette, the do's and don'ts, and pros and cons of doing that, because there are pros and cons, believe it or not, of doing practically everything. Before we get to that, subscription shoutouts for today are Yahoo! It was written in all caps, so I had to say it like that. And Derek Hawk, a friend of mine whose last name I actually don't know how to correctly pronounce. Hope that was right, Derek. Sorry. Okay, to topic. Some pros of texting. It's actually a very, I think, relevant talking point today, because texting's huge. It's become like 80% of the phone communication that we do, so it's kind of important to know what's good and bad about it and why it's become such a big deal. First pro, you can text pretty much anytime, anywhere. In an office, in a meeting, in your car, if it's not moving, and you're not the driver, and, you know, pretty much anywhere, and and it won't disturb the people around you, so that's why it's easy and quick to do, and that's wonderful. You can text it without your ringer, so you're not like, oh my gosh, Janice told me that this guy told him, like, and the person next to you's like, oh my gosh, that girl needs to shut up, I'm trying to work. You know, instead it's just like, beep, boop, 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 you know, and no one's inconvenienced. Next pro, you are funnier when you text, believe it or not. It's true. Because when you text, you get an extra moment to think. So someone sends you a message and it makes you think of a funny response. And so you text them back, and now you are suddenly the funniest person they know. Rightly so, right? Yeah. I kind of think that's kind of where Twitter came from, because the funniest people to follow on Twitter, most of the time I think are comedians, because they'll write little funny 1 or 2 line quips, and they're fun and, you know, about the day or about life and whatever. One of my favorites is actually called Tweets of God, or The Tweets of God. It's this actor, Broadway guy, I think, and he writes as if he's God, and they are so funny. Like, I enjoy them, and I'm not offended. I'm a Christian, and I think I have a sense of humor, and so does God, you know, because some people in the Bible, let's face it, they sound like they were named during a sneeze. So, you know, that's not a sense of humor. What is? Okay, back to topic. The last great thing about texting, you can keep important information in your phone. If someone sends you their phone number, their address, where you're going to meet to go bowling, or anything else that you're going to need, like the time everyone's meeting up, if you forget, you just click, 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 oh yeah, and you find what you need, and you don't have to make a million calls and try and catch that person yet again. And you don't need to go like, where's my pen? Where's my paper? I can't find anything I need when someone's giving me information. Now to the cons. I know you guys don't think there are any, some of you out there, but there are. Let me tell you what they are. Number 1, the biggest problem with texting, I'm sure everyone will agree, misunderstandings and confusion. Sometimes when you think someone knows what you're talking about, as you text, they're like, what? Or my favorite is when you send a text to the wrong person. That's great. Like, text somebody and they're like, what? Like, you just sent me a random sentence about something because you were trying to text somebody else. Or you send something like as a joke, and the person doesn't think it's a joke, they think you're serious, so they get upset and they're like, you're rude. I had that happen. Like, a guy friend sent me something and I totally thought he was serious, and I was so offended. I was like, what? And it turned out it was just he was trying to be funny. So that's the con of trying to be witty, and, you know, make sure they understand. That's where the winky faces come into play a lot. It's more time consuming sometimes if you text. If it's a long conversation where important details need to be exchanged, and it can't be done, like, sometimes it's easier because you don't punch on little buttons for words instead of saying the word, you know, can take more time. This is something I don't like. My inbox does not have a unlimited space for all my texts, so I do have to periodically empty it. But I'm always going to have, like, something I don't want to get rid of, and so I basically have to go, like, text by text and delete things, and it takes, like, 2 hours and drains my battery, and that sucks. So that's a little con. And of course, you're not allowed to text while you drive, of course, because it takes your eyes off the road and your concentration away from what you're doing. And with talking on the phone, you can have a Bluetooth, and that isn't an issue. So, those are the pros and cons of texting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Please comment below and subscribe! Up here. And, and I will see you hopefully all tomorrow on day 25 of VEDS. Bye!